Welcome to Ellijay. Welcome to Ellijay. All you apple pickers, all you leaf lookers, all you folks who live here, y'all get out and enjoy everything that we are afforded to have right in our backyard. In the fall, there's nothing any prettier. Now today looks a little dreary because we have rain coming in, but gosh, do we need the rain. It's supposed to rain this afternoon, all day tomorrow, and possibly Friday, but we need the rain. If it clears the air out, that'll just be amazing. This has been the hardest week to get through being on live television because after 9/11, we all experienced that, and we got ourselves through it. After what happened in Israel over the weekend, this has been a really, really tough week for so many people. And I've been angry, I've been sad, I've been really stressing about what is happening in the world because we know that our country will be affected by all of that. But I have to say, we just have to keep smiling, we have to keep being positive, and we have to keep being hopeful. We have to keep hope that our prayers will be answered and Israel will be okay, and the horrible people who are doing the things they're doing. And I think I hadn't seen Xana in a couple of weeks, and on Monday I had a lot of things to do out in the woods trying to define a line on some property that we were unsure of, and walking here and looking at this and picking out this, and just a really kind of a stressful day. And as I left there, I thought, heck, Xana's just a few miles from here. I'm going to go by and see her. That helped so much, just to hug that baby, hold that baby, love that baby. To get the stress, we have to relieve the stress. And so as we're looking at the news of the world today, it is very stressful for everybody. It is very depressing for everybody. So hug somebody you love, remember somebody who's passed, do something to honor something that is positive in your life. And I think that's the only way we're going to get through this. This morning when I was watching Fox News, I was so angry because Fox was reporting a wonderful, heartfelt story, and Steve Ducey was he was the commentator, and he teared up and he said, "This is really, really hard. It is really, really hard to face live television today because as I'm doing live television with you, lives are being lost." And it is emotional. It is very, very strange. So it is something that we're not used to in our world. We don't like it. But I have to tell you, if you are a Fox fan, watch they will re-air this, I'm sure, but it was Steve Ducey's daughter-in-law trying to interview one of the U.S. Congresswomen who is standing with the terrorist. Now that made me angry, and I was pretty angry. So we need to get our act together here in the United States. We need to get our government straightened out. We need to straighten out a lot of things, and then together we can all join in and we can help those that are hurting around the world. And right now, I just can't even imagine. I watched enough of it this morning that I just was like, I can't do any more of this. I can't see any more of this. I can't deal with any more of this. So today, hug somebody you love. Write a note to somebody you love. Pick up the phone and call somebody you haven't talked to in a while. Do something to be encouraging. Do something to be enlightening, because what is going on in the world is sadly very, very depressing, and we're all going to be affected by it. I'm going to take you now to something that I hope is going to make you smile. The Spooktacular is going to be happening down in Ball Ground on October the 28th in the Botanical Garden. We want you to bring all your children. This is a free event, and there will be trunk or treat. So if you're a local business and you would like to come there and participate and do the trunk or treat, you can reach out to Evelyn Calhoun, and she can get you the application and come and join us. We're going to be giving out candy, giving out refreshments, and doing all kinds of fun things that we can do while the children are playing in the garden, and while we're taking pictures, and while we're doing amazing, amazing things. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and again, it's going to be on October the 28th in Ball Ground, and you are all welcome and you are invited, and we would love to see you there. The Botanical Garden is just a beautiful, beautiful piece of one of the things that the garden club does, and it is kind of like their pride and joy. So you need to come out there and see it, because they will have it all decorated. It will be a great place for photo opportunities for your family. If you haven't done your fall photos, it'd be a great place to do it. So get out and be with us. Now we're going to show you a whole bunch of scarecrows, because there were 40 entries in the scarecrow contest in Ball Ground. And in order to do this, you just had to do your entry fee and then come up with a scarecrow. Well, I did one that I went to Walmart. First I went and I bought some stuff, and I thought I was going to make it work. So, couldn't make that work. So then I went to Walmart and I bought fabric like Dorothy at the Wizard of Oz wore in her dress. And then I thought, I don't have a sewing machine, so what am I going to do? So, didn't have a pattern, so what am I going to do? So I took my 2 years of home ec that Miss Maisel Kemp taught me, and I went to the kitchen table and I designed the skirt and then the bodice and then the suspenders, and I cut it all out and I sewed it by hand. Now the funny thing is, my needles had this little teeny hole in it, y'all. Little teeny. My granny would never have been able to thread that needle. I thought I couldn't thread that needle. But we did it, accomplished it. And then Evelyn painted her face, and I went and bought some little red shoes. So Dorothy does have her red magic slippers. And then I got Toto and put Toto in a basket. So we have a really cute scarecrow. And then we bought this thing that has an old house on it, and Evelyn painted a yellow brick road. So we hope that you will vote for our Dorothy, or I really hope you'll vote for our biscuit maker, because I love the girls at the Shell gas station, and they make hundreds of biscuits every day. And so I did one to duplicate them making biscuits. But these are all the entries, and everybody had some really cool ideas, some really cute stuff. I think one of my favorites is Performance Plumbing, and it's down at the end of the road, and it was super cute. Now that's Dot's wine tasting next door to us, and there are just so many cool scarecrows. And there's Dorothy. There is our Dorothy, and we just love her. And so if you want to vote, you can go to the Ball Ground Botanical Garden Facebook page, and it's Ball Ground 1951. And you vote there, and you vote by your likes or your loves, and that's how you vote. So you can just click on there, like or love. And I noticed there are several people that have gotten a lot of votes. So y'all get on there and vote for your favorite, and let the people know that you appreciate the time and energy that they put into this, because as they put time and energy into this, they're giving back to the community one more time, and that's what we do. It is our duty as residents and as folks who make a living in these communities to give back. So let's give back a little bit. And I love these scarecrows. That one I thought was really cute. This one, I'm not sure I understand him, but he has his belly with a big scar on his belly, and it may be from a movie. I don't know, but that's Miss Evelyn did that for the garden club. Yeah, is that one from a movie? Yeah, I saw that, and I thought, I bet that's a movie scene. So, yeah, how cool is that? And yeah, we had a lot of really cool entries, and some that were over the top, very different. Now, there's our ETC, and if you would love to vote for our little ETC man, he is sitting out in front of our office. But that's one of my favorites. That's Performance Plumbing, and I just thought that was cute as it could be. So, and every business... this is the biggest participation we've ever had in the Ball Ground Scarecrow Contest, and it's really cool that everybody got into it. I love that one. That's the crazy old cat lady. I think that is so cute, so cute. So many businesses just went over and above and did a great job. And Ingram Truck Body, of course, it's a favorite. Everybody loves that one. So just everybody did a really good job, and thank you to all the participants. And I hope that you will get on their Facebook page and you will vote. And we would love to have you vote for our ETC man or our biscuit maker or our Dorothy, because we love all three of them. So, and it's one of those things, you spend the time and the energy, and you want to have a little bit of results. Now that's at Laura May's in Ball Ground. If you haven't been to Laura May's to eat, there's the biscuit maker. And she's got Crisco and white lily flour, and she's ready to go. And those ladies start making biscuits really early at the Shell gas station. Every single day, 7 days a week, they make those biscuits. So get out and support the local businesses in Ball Ground. Very proud of everybody coming together and doing a really good job. And I love that the town just looks so festive, and it's really, really cool. And the sad thing is, for the next 2.5 days, it's going to rain, so I don't know how the scarecrows are going to fare after the rain, if they're going to look kind of yucky and start mildewing and molding. I don't know, because I know that straw and hay do not do well when it gets wet, so I don't know what they'll look like. I hope that you'll get out and vote for them while they still look good. So we also have some photos I want to share that I took on Monday of baby Xana. Baby Xana she's been sick for about almost 3 weeks now. And she was still pretty stuffy, but I happened to be in the area, and I said I had to go by and see that baby, and I just had to go by and see that baby. So I got some hugs, got to spend some time with her, and Dawn was making jelly. Now this is so true, y'all. You cannot negotiate peace with somebody who has come to kill you. And so if you have thought about the war that is going on in Israel, Israel is defending their own country, and that was one of the most peaceful, amazing women ever. Such a brilliant woman, and I saw that, and I said we have to share that. Now there's baby Xana again. Look at that precious curly hair like her nanny. She's got her nanny's curly hair. Of course, I think her daddy's curly hair he was curly haired too. And there is I stand with Israel, and I hope that you do too, and I hope that you will be praying for them. And I hope that we will see a difference as the tide turns, and Israel is going to be okay. But think of the families who lost their children. Think of the families who their moms were murdered in front of their children. It has been a horrific time. So this makes my moments with Xana even more precious, because I was close by, and I said I have to go see this baby. I haven't seen her in 3 weeks, and I got to see her. So the things that are going on in the war today and in the world today make us think more and more and more about those that we love, and how precious they are, and how priceless those moments are. How priceless those moments are. So I was so glad I'd been out in the woods fighting the chiggers and the ticks and everything else we were fighting to find a property line. So it all worked out, and I got to spend some time with that precious baby girl. And she's 13 months old now, and it just seems like it was yesterday. She was just born, and she had a head full of hair when she was born, and she's still got a head full of hair. I think she's getting a little bit more now, and it's really, really getting curly, so it's going to be interesting how her hair ends up. But yeah, how precious, how precious, how precious. Now, we apologized the other day because when we tried to play y'all a little bit of Brett Cantrell's music, oh my goodness, it was live TV, and it was a problem. We fixed the problem, and so we're going to share some of that with y'all today. But after that, I'm going to share something that I had not seen until this morning. I had never seen this, and I don't know why. I'm not sure why I hadn't seen it, but Tim found it, rescued it. It is something that Fred Wyndham did for me years and years ago. It features some people that I love, and it features some things that I just think it's amazing that they found this. And so Tim sent it to us this morning, and I'm going to share it with you. You will see some faces that I loved. You will see some faces that are gone. And you will understand that we are not guaranteed the next moment. We are not guaranteed the next breath. So make the most out of every single one of them. You know what's happening today, tomorrow, and Friday? Through the 14th, the Fall Festival at the Georgia Mountain Fair is still going on. Don't forget, the Fall Festival is still going on. Country music, arts and crafts, all kinds of fun things for your kids to do. Get out and head to Hiawassee. And if you're smart, you will buy your gas as you come through Pickens County, because Pickens County happens to have the cheapest gas out of the districts that we serve. So stop in Pickens County and get you some of that. I'm going to say a nasty word. It's not cheap gas. Cheaper than it has been in the past. But I was kind of doing the statistics of whose prices were what, and Pickens County won today. So y'all get out and get you some of that Pickens County gas. We're going to go to Brett Cantrell now, and I told Dwight I was going to blame him for the goof up that we did the other day, because he was there and he was running sound that day. It wasn't his fault. It was our fault. here. We had a button that was, I don't know what happened, but anyway, it's been corrected, and that's all that matters. And so we got to give Brett a little bit of airtime because we blew it the other day. I also want to remind you about something that's going to be going on at the First Baptist Church. And have we got that flyer that we can show that? This is going to be the Appalachian Road Show. Will be in Ellijay, the First Baptist Church of Ellijay, the fall festival event with family games, food trucks, and a full concert. The event is from 5:30 to 8, and the concert starts at 6:30 p.m. Bring a chair and bring yourself and come and have some fun. And this is at the First Baptist Church of Ellijay, and we want y'all to be there. And I'm going to tell you, I know these musicians, and I know that you're going to be entertained, and I know that you're going to be going, oh my goodness, what a great evening in Ellijay. So again, October the 31st, it's on a Tuesday night. Food trucks, a full concert. It's going to be so much fun, and I plan on being there. I want to be there, so it's going to be amazing. Get out and enjoy your community. Now, we're going to take you to the Apple Festival. You're not going to have to fight the traffic. You're not going to have to find a parking place. You sit right there in your little chair, and you rear back with your second cup of coffee, and here we go, Brett Cantrell.
This old highway's getting longer. It seems there ain't no end in sight. To sleep would be best, but I just can't afford to rest. I gotta ride to Denver all night. I call the house but no one answers. One's been home. I guess she's through with me. To tell the truth, I just can't see what's kept a woman holding on this long. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold, and I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All the cards are on table, no lace left in the hole, and I'm much too young to feel this down. Competition's getting younger, tougher bronze. I can't recall. Wore down tape to Chris Ledoux. Lonely women and bad booze seem to be the only friends I've left at all. And the white line's getting longer, and the saddle's getting cold, and I'm much too young to feel this damn old. All the cards are on table, no haste left in the hole, and I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Lord, I'm much too young to feel this damn old. Thank y'all very much. Appreciate that. Bet you never heard old Marshall Dillon say, Miss Kitty, have you ever thought of running away? Settling down, would you marry me? If I asked you twice and begged you pretty please, she'd have said yes in a New York Manhattan. Every time a knot, his heart wasn't in it, just stole a kiss as he rode away. He never hung his hat up at Kitty's place. Should have been a cowboy, should have learned to roll and ride. I'd be wearing my six-shooter, riding my pony on just like Gene and Roy, singing them campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy. I might have had a sidekick with a funny name, running wild through the hills, chasing Jesse James, ending up on the brink of danger, riding shotgun for the Texas Ranger. Go west, young man, haven't you been told California's full of whiskey, women and gold, sleeping out all night beneath the desert stars, dreaming my eye and a prayer in my heart. Should have been a cowboy, should have learned to rope and ride. I've been wearing my six-shooter, riding my pony on the Canton drive, stealing the young girl's heart, just like Gene and Roy, singing them campfire songs. Oh, I should have been a cowboy, should have been a cowboy. I've been running down the road trying to loosen my load. I got 7 women on my mind. 4 that want on me, 2 that want to stole me once. And she's a friend of mine. So take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Lighten up, ain't still can. Don't even try to understand. Just find a place to make your stand and take it. I think we're back now. Well, I'm standing on the corner in Ellijay, Georgia. Such a fine sight to see. It's a girl, my lord, in a flatbed Ford, slowing down to take a look at me. Come on, baby. Don't say baby, I got to know if your sweet love is gonna save me. We may lose and we may win, but we will never be here again. So open up, I'm alive and in. Take it easy. Trying to loosen my load, got a world of trouble on my mind. Looking for a lover who won't love and cover, so hard to find. Take it easy, take it easy. Don't let the sound of your own wheels drive you crazy. Come on, baby, don't save me. Save me. Missed my backup singers right there for that part. No, we got it easy. Gonna take it easy. Oh, thank y'all so very much. Welcome.
Whether you're in the mood for chicken strips, a delicious burger, our classic banana split, or an upside-down thick blizzard treat, we've got you covered. Hot and fresh food every day, every time. And delicious DQ soft serve make the perfect pair at your favorite place. Not fast food, fan food fast. Your Blue Ridge, Ellijay, and Jasper Dairy Queens are your meet, eat, and treat headquarters.
Thank you for choosing DQ. How may I serve you?
The mountains are calling, and they're closer than you think. Farmers Crossing in Ball Ground offers creekside lots with homes beginning in the 400s. Walking distance to downtown shopping, dining, tennis courts, Calvin Farmer Park, and local events. It also includes a beautiful hike to Long Swamp Creek. Leave the car and the worries behind. Move in by fall 2023. Call Cherie Martin at 404-375-0590 or Evelyn Calhoun at 770-733-0779.
Georgia Medical Treatment Center now has 2 locations to bring you the high-quality holistic care you've come to know and expect. We treat neck, back, and joint pain with chiropractic care and injection-based treatment without the need for surgery or prescription painkillers. Our medical weight loss program can also provide relief while ridding your body of toxins, pounds, and inches while improving your overall health. Call today for a free consultation, 770-345-2000, or go online to georgiamtc.com.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together.
The ETC Game of the Week is back again this football season. Watch your local teams go head-to-head each week, only on ETC TV3.
Whether you're swimming in the sea, or splashing in the pool, making a masterpiece, or just making memories, writing a great American novel, or writing your term paper that's due tomorrow. Whatever you do in life, Farmers is here to protect it. For all your insurance needs, call Donald Curtis in Blue Ridge.
Okay, I have to read something to y'all this morning. I wasn't even going to do this, and I've got to do this. This is from Lydia Dockery Long, and I've been talking all morning about how different life could be in one instant, 1 second, your life could change. I want to give God praise this morning. As I was driving into the church this morning, the scripture kept coming to me, Psalms 91:11, for he shall give his angels charge over thee, to keep thee in all thy ways. As I went past Loving Road, and I go to Loving Road all the time, the intersection in 515, somebody pulled across the interstate, and I came very close to T-boning them. What could have been a critical accident, the Lord was with us, and we escaped this potential tragedy. God is faithful to his word. Immediately, I started thanking him for that scripture and declaring his word over that intersection. I'm so thankful for the authority he has given us to speak his word. It changes the atmospheres, it cleanses the heavens, and it puts angels to work on our behalf. We need to all remember this today. I encourage you to pray like you've never prayed. We are living in perilous times, but we know we have the confidence in the living word, and it is forever settled in heaven and here on earth. Never underestimate the power of God through your obedient faith in his word. You are the catalyst to your family, church, community, and far-reaching. Let God speak his word through you in prayer and watch everything change. Thankful to be alive and typing this. Have a blessed day, everyone. And that's from Lydia Dockery Long. And let me tell you something. I cross Loving Road 2 or 3 times a week, and it terrifies me. It is a very bad intersection. And we have to understand that we do have a hedge of protection around us, but we need to continue to pray that hedge of protection around everybody. So today, let's make it a prayerful day. Today's going to be a very strange day, because as I was watching this morning, I could hear Mama Lucy talking, and it was like she was here in the room with me. Fall happens, and I always think of her gumbo recipe. I always think of her meatloaf recipe. I always think of chicken dumplings from my grandmother. There's something about fall and cooking and the women who taught me to cook that really comes back to me. And when Tim found this, he said, well, you want to use this? And I said, yeah, I really do. I really do. This is a recipe that Charlene and I did, and I think her mom may have given it to us. I've never done it since then, but I'm going to do it, and it's going to be in next week's Progress newspaper. So I am going to try it over the weekend, and I hope that it will be good. I don't even remember what it tasted like. So, but it's simple chicken. Simply sinful chicken. And it is peach juice and yogurt that you baste or soak the chicken in, and then you roll it in breadcrumbs. And I don't even remember what it tasted like, y'all. It's so weird. I don't remember. I always remember recipes I love, and I remember stuff, but during that time we were doing so much, and we were doing the live TV, running the trucking business, so much going on. I don't remember what this chicken tastes like, but I'm going to tell you in a few days. So we're going to take you now to a heart of the home that is very, very special to my heart. And when Tim told me he found this footage, I was like, yeah, we got to do this. We have to use this. There's several people sitting there at the table that I love, and I think you're going to recognize some of them, and I think you're going to say, wow, this is a good day. So here we go.
Welcome to Heart of the Home, away from home. Oh, but it's becoming our home, away from home. It's your home. I kind of feel like it's mine now on Thursdays anyway.
That's fine with us.
Good. Now, you kind of hang out with me Monday through Friday. We're on the set of North Georgia Now today, and we are near chicken industry capital, Ellijay, Georgia.
Right.
You work in Pickens County. Your mom has tons of fruit trees.
Yes.
Blueberry bushes. We have a blueberry dessert that they actually picked the blueberries. Imagine that. How creative is that? We have a meeting, and Jen and Mama Lucy are working on the strategy for next year's programs. We are working on a new cookbook, and we've got to put all our heads together because it's going to take all 4 of us to get this done. We have a deadline. We have a lot to do, so we're going to work quickly. This recipe is yogurt. It's peach yogurt, and we're going to take the peach yogurt and actually soak this chicken in it, chicken breast with bone in. And what did I say about bone in?
That it was more moist.
More moist, it is. It holds moisture better, and it's not as dry. And we're going to add some peach juice to this. And you know, we use RNA fresh peaches every chance we get.
Yes.
But today we were in a hurry, and you ran by the Blue Star and got us some peaches, and we're going to just use the peach juice out of here. And then we're going to kind of baste the chicken in this, and then you're going to roll it in the breadcrumbs. We're going to throw it on to bake. And while it bakes, we're going to make us a quick salad, and then we're going to join Jen and Lucy, and we're going to strategize. We're going to talk about what it takes for us to work as many jobs as we do, and I think we're succeeding. What do you think?
I do.
We're not dead yet. Some days we feel like it.
I think we need to tell the name of this recipe.
What is the name of this?
Simple, sinful Georgia chicken.
Simple. It has to be simple.
Right.
Because of our work schedule, we have to do, you want to do something nice. And we thought Charles deserves a decent meal. So we're going to do this, and you'll have it when he comes home from work. Now we're just coating the chicken. This has a peach flavor. And you're going to roll it in the breadcrumbs and then put it on the baking sheet. And we're going to bake it at 340. We're going to do it for about 55 minutes and test it. And some of these breasts are a little bit bigger than others. But I think the little tiny bit of peach, and it's going to keep the chicken from drying out because of the yogurt, and the peach juice. And we are in Georgia.
And it'll be delicious.
I hope so. I hope so. Then we're going to fix ourselves a quick salad, and we're going to sit down with the girls, and we're going to talk about what it takes day in and day out to make this happen. We start our days in Ellijay. We go to North Georgia Now Today, live, Monday through Friday. Is that a hoot?
That is a hoot.
Who would have thunk it? We've been on 8 months now.
And who would have thought 2 hours?
2 hours.
That's great.
2 hours,
Maybe
3
we should
times a
shoot for
day.
3.
Oh no,
You think
I don't
Roger
know.
would want 3?
I don't know. I don't know if I can handle that. I think 2 hours is good. But how many times do we get out in the community and people say we watch every day?
Oh, it's
and then they
amazing.
say, sometimes we watch 3 times a day. We are on 3 times a day.
Right.
So it's so simple. Just like this recipe, it's going to be very fast, very simple. We're going to stick it in the oven now. Remember, guys, it was peach yogurt, some peach juice, and we're going to use the peaches later for something else. And we rolled it in breadcrumbs. How simple is that? Now we're going to stick it in the oven to bake. Then we're going to sit down and we're going to talk about what it takes to get us through every day of our lives. Sometimes tough days, some days great days.
Right.
Hang around and join us. We want to sit down and visit with you. We'll be right back. Welcome back, Charlene. We got the chicken in the oven. It was fast. It was simple. That's what we're about.
Yes.
We've been joined by Jen Roberts and Mama Lucy. Everybody knows Mama Lucy began Heart of the Home with me. She came in about 1.5 years after we started. It began as a 4-minute segment on ETC3. We've come a long way, baby. We've come a long way.
Who would have known?
Who'd have thunk it? We have had so much fun.
And the fun is just starting.
The fun is just beginning. I picked you up. We had a mutual friend. She happened to be producing the 4-minute segments, Part of the Home.
Exactly.
And you stopped me in Costco one day and said, "Aren't you that?" And I said, "Yes, I am." That happens a lot lately. It is so much fun. And meeting people, you know, when we started this 4-minute thing, it was to raise money for Habitat for Humanity. I did a cookbook that is now sold out twice. We are today beginning the work on our new cookbook. New recipes, new ideas, and new marketing. And that's what, it's going to take a combination of us. Now, one of the things we love are using local restaurants in my recipes. Today, Barbecue, which is over on Highway 53, just off 515 in Jasper, gave us this great chicken and this great pulled pork. He is 12th in the nation in barbecue cooks. Awesome, awesome young man. Good
He's
guy.
wonderful.
He is a good guy. And last week we had Gary from Wolf Creek Canyon. So many people have given me their product to incorporate in my recipes, and that's a great idea. Now, we also have fresh veggies because we live in an area, RNA Farms, incredible vegetables. And they're open year-round, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
12 months out of the year now.
And you are probably their best customer.
I hope so. I intend to be with those tomatoes and bell peppers. And
absolutely.
not to mention the peaches, the apples, the
cucumbers.
pumpkins.
Right.
Oh, the pumpkins, the heads of cabbage last year, I'm not exaggerating, were huge and absolutely delicious.
We
And
got 11 jars of kraut out of 1 head of cabbage.
I can believe that.
11 jars of kraut. Now, you know, girls, we've never done a cooking segment that did canning. What do y'all think about that in the near future?
I think we need to do that. There's so many of us that don't. Like my mom canned before I was grown, but she never taught me how, and I don't know how. And I go to the cannery and I look.
know how to can?
No, I don't. So
I know somebody who can teach us.
lightning's going to strike me any moment, but I'm here and I'm ready. I think we want to learn.
Along
and
with you, I never have
Thank
either.
you.
Well,
So-
I love canning, and it is a lost start. But I think on a couple of shows in the near future, before the vegetables are gone, I think we should do some canning, and you can help us with that. We're going to make some jelly. I think that's a good idea.
I think that would be a wonderful idea.
And today we actually have some peach preserves that we're going to drizzle over the chicken that we're baking for Charles. I think that's going to be good. These are peach preserves we made last week, and they were from peaches from RNA. We kept them a couple of days too long, and they were a little bit soft, so we made preserves. They are phenomenal. They are phenomenal. So now, right now, we're going to look back, because we're going to look back at a couple of the short segments and share with y'all where we began. Had a little darker hair. Might have weighed a little bit more. But I've had so much fun. This has been such a joy, such a blessing. We miss Lori. She began producing Heart of the Home. Fred's been with us 1.5 years now. And things have changed. Things have changed. We started with the worst lighting in the world. We were in my kitchen, the 1860s farmhouse. It was a hoot. We'd shoot 5 shows a day. We would end at 12 or 1 o'clock in the morning, dead dog tired and giggling our heads off. And we hope someday to find the excerpts from, we had some outtakes. We had some killer outtakes. Today we've had some pretty good outtakes. Are we going to tell people I opened yogurt and woo, it was all over me? I looked and I was polka dot. It was yogurt. So, you know, there are things that happen that we just start over and go again. But
That's the heart of the kitchen. Kitchen explosions occur.
Yeah, the kitchen. And the kitchen is the heart of the home. And our homes are always open to friends and family. And I think that's what makes us as Southern women so different and so unusual. You know, if something happens, let's cook and let's get together. So now, guys, let's look at a couple of the excerpts from some of the older shows. You will laugh. You will think we were crazy, and we probably were, but we're still here now, 3.5 years later. So sit back and enjoy this. We'll be right back, guys. I'm honored to have Sergeant Major Tony Gayton as my guest. Tony spent last Easter in Baghdad, and I bet you didn't have Oscar Mayer bacon.
No, sure didn't.
And I bet you didn't have, this is a recipe that's in our Habitat cookbook. I don't know if Beverly has one of these or not.
I don't think so.
It was a simple recipe that I've added a couple ingredients to make it festive for the holidays. Now these ingredients are so simple. It's boneless chicken breast cut into cubes, Oscar Mayer bacon, and I promise you, only Oscar Mayer works. Barbecue sauce, orange marmalade, and brown sugar. That's it. And it is so simple. And I've probably made 10,000 of these things. And once you eat them, everybody loves them. So it's simple. And if you don't like orange marmalade, don't tell anybody it's in it, because it's just that hint of orange. So we're going to begin wrapping these now. Okay, now Tony, you just take a piece of chicken that we cut with our kitchen scissors, and you wrap it in the Oscar Mayer bacon. The neat thing about this is you can incorporate the children helping you, because you can invite them all to the table, wash their hands good, sit them down, and in just a little while the family can have a large pan of these done. And then you put them in to cook while you do the Easter egg hunt.
Okay.
And in about 45 minutes they are done and delicious. Now Tony, you like to cook. I understand you like to cook.
I like to cook.
And you like to work outside in the yard?
I like to do anything outside. Yard work, not my favorite thing to do outside, but I tell you, I was actually looking forward to it when I got home.
I bet you were.
Just to be at home and do something around the house.
Now we're going to cover our chicken bites with brown sugar. And I tell everybody, sinfully cover them in brown sugar. They do need a lot of brown sugar. And for this amount, we're going to use about half of a pack of brown sugar.
All right.
And we're going to cook these about 20 minutes, and then we're going to add our orange marmalade glaze to it. There you go.
All right.
Now we're going to combine our orange marmalade and a cup and a half of barbecue sauce. And then we're going to re-glaze the chicken with that and stick it back in the oven. And then we are going to do a cup and a half. And everybody knows how I measure. Is that a cup and a half?
So.
That's a cup and a half. Now this just creates a glaze. Okay, the chicken bites have cooked for about 20 minutes on 350. Okay, Tony, I just want you to start pouring the glaze over the chicken.
Okay.
There you go. Wow. Oh, that smells so good. That hint of orange is just wonderful. We're going to stick this back in the oven for about 25 minutes.
Okay.
And when they come out, they'll be crispy and wonderful, wonderful. Well, hot, hot, hot. We're going to have to let it cool a couple of minutes.
Okay.
But now what does it smell like?
Hey, it smells delicious. It smells like a nice orange barbecue sauce.
It does, it does. And it's funny, but it's just that little tiny hint of orange. And even for a soldier who's not sure he likes orange marmalade, and a Southern girl who is sure she loves orange marmalade, I think we're going to enjoy this.
All right.
Wow. That
Delicious.
looks great. And I want you to taste it. I want you to remember, though, what's the word I just taught you?
Hot.
Hot. Hot.
Okay.
Mmm. Good.
Good.
Good. Subtle.
Mm-hmm.
What does it taste like? A little bit of orange?
Barely orange in there.
Good, good.
Very tasty.
And even an orange marmalade guy who didn't like orange marmalade, this is a winning recipe. This is a winning recipe. Thank you so much for tuning in to Heart of the Home. Thank you for supporting our troops. See you next week. Easter is just around the corner. Enjoy your family. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Well, guys, was that funny? Probably so. Some good recipes, some good ideas. A lot of crazy things have happened in these few years, but such fun. And this job actually led to our new job at ETC3. Charlene and I do that. I do it 5 days a week. You do it a couple of days a week. And do we have fun?
Oh, we have a ball.
We have a ball.
Yes,
we have a
we
ball.
do.
And Jen showed up on the set today. What's the best tool in a kitchen? Your fingers.
Your fingers.
Your fingers. Jen showed up on the set today with Cherie Martin blizzards. And for y'all who don't know what a Cherie Martin Blizzard is, it is the best. It is from the Dairy Queen, and today we raised money for our community. Cherie Martin Blizzard is the ice cream and the chocolate that you dip the cones in and the wet nuts and barely mix it up. Now guys, I'm going to challenge each of you. Take that Blizzard and turn it into a pie recipe. Choose a crust. Each of you do whatever you want to do. Charlene, can I have some of that barbecue? And keep in mind, this is from Bubba's on Highway 53 in Jasper. I want each of you to take the Cherie Martin Blizzard, and I want you to do something, you know, either make a cookie with some of that in the middle with the top on it, like a little ice cream sandwich, or make a pie and refreeze it, or use it with a simple angel food cake and layer it. What about that?
I think there's so many things that you can do because that Blizzard is just wonderful.
Phenomenal. It is to die for.
Wonderful.
Some people, angel food cake is a great dessert, and if you just drizzle it with that chocolate, and we've done some things with the cream cheese that your store sells, you know, just something simple.
Right.
And working moms, you know.
Simple.
You gotta be simple. You've gotta be, because, you know, we're back in school, football season is starting. Kids are busy, moms are busy, dads are a little bit demanding. You gotta have dinner. You gotta have dinner.
Let me tell you how simple that recipe is. Cherie called me one day. She was on her way home from shopping. I had it ready before she got there.
Right. And it is perfect, and it lasts in the refrigerator. I keep it in the refrigerator for quite a while, and I use it, and I'll sprinkle it on different things. I'll put it on ice cream. I'll put it on a pie. I'll do it on a Cool Whip recipe. So there's so many things you can do with it. Now, one of the other things we have learned, chickens. And when we first started, I had made Doreen's chicken bites for thousands of people, literally, because we did catering. And we always did her chicken bites, and about 2 years ago, I added orange marmalade to her barbecue sauce. Then this year, I did wings with blackberry barbecue sauce.
Oh,
that is going to be
that sounds wonderful.
Because, you know, I'm a blackberry-aholic. Love blackberries. So that's going to be, and I think the Bodyguard loves my blackberry cobbler. There's something about the blackberries. You either love it or don't like it, but I love them. They're good for you.
It's the crust, too.
It's the crust.
It's the crust,
Now, I'm not going to say that crust is good for you, girls, because you know I love butter. Today, we actually used country crock, and it was great.
And we made it through, and the ceiling didn't fall in.
That's right. Nothing.
I was a little concerned about the lightning for a few minutes.
Yes, it was lightning when we started shooting today. But girls, this cookbook, we have a deadline, and I really wanted to have it on the market by November 20th. By the time Thanksgiving comes and it's time to shop for Christmas, do you think we can do it?
I think we can.
I think we're determined women. I think we can do pretty much what we put our mind to.
Speaking of determined women, you became a widow at a young age.
Yes, I did.
You and your husband worked in Washington, D.C.?
We were both in Washington, D.C. He became ill with cancer and died 5 months, almost to the day of his diagnosis. He was 48.
Right.
I was 42.
Very young widow. I became a widow at 50. It's tough. It is tough. But still magnolias. Yes,
well, you don't have an option. You carry on.
You do.
You just, I listened to you the other day talk about how it affected you, and I knew exactly what you were saying. Your world ends, but you keep going.
I did not make smart choices, though. I think it took me 2 years to get smart because I just couldn't handle it. And I now learn to handle everything. And you have to do that. It's very important. And when your mom went through her heart problems this year, you took over the business. You ran it, you controlled it, you took care of your mom, your dad walked in and he started doing all these things that men don't normally do. But he took charge, and we all learn that we can handle any situation. Right. We really can. And it's like the job at ETC. The first day on the air, I'm thinking, have I lost my mind? I'm doing a 1 hour live talk show. Have I lost my mind? And within 2 weeks, we went to 2 hours. Phenomenal guest. We've had almost 500 guests now. It has been so much fun. I've met so many wonderful people. And we have a saying, you know, we go from Ball Ground to Ducktown and Turtletown. I go a little further than that because I will show up out in the woods and in the country. We're taking pictures of churches. We're doing flowers. We love to stop and take pictures of people's gardens. What have we learned from that? How many wonderful people are around us? Right. Just look around every day. And you said every day somebody comes in the store and says what a blessing the program's been to them.
Well, they do, and you know it's amazing. You can get through anything if you've got family, friends, and prayer. And that's what pulls you through everything. And you really find out how much people care about you and love you when certain situations come along. And it's like this program or the North Georgia Now Today. People get such a blessing out of things because some people have a really hard time. Maybe they don't have anybody to talk to. Maybe you're the first person they see in the morning. One lady told me she had just lost her husband and you helped her get her day started, and she thinks that she can get through it by listening to you or to whoever's on the program. So programs mean a lot.
And I think it's important that we deliver a message, you know. And sometimes, because we're on Christian channels, thank God we are. Because we can talk about the Ten Commandments. We can talk about the Bible. We can talk about prayer, you know.
We can cry.
We can cry, and that's what I was going to say. The day that we found out Miss Ruby's condition and Miss Hazel's condition had worsened, and we've now lost Miss Hazel, but she's gone on to glory, you know, and you and I bawled like babies. Thank goodness we didn't overwear makeup that day because we'd have looked like little coons. We had big circles, you know, and we couldn't help it.
Well, I'll tell you, friends, it's the only thing that can get you through something like that.
Oh, yeah.
Hazel was,
Yeah.
Hazel was a dear friend to me.
Right.
And I still, you know, cry.
Yeah. Well, we lost her 2 days ago, but she went on, and we know that we'll see her again someday, and that's very important. And she was so instrumental. I met her when I was 17 years old, and you talk about pushing me and pushing me and pushing me and teaching me that if I dream it, I can do it. And she always said, don't ever give up, and don't you ever, failure is not in your mind. It cannot happen. And I thanked her every day for that, because as she got close to the end of her life, she called me in and she said, there's going to be a song at my funeral for you. And I said, please don't, I won't talk about your funeral. And she said, it's going to happen, it's inevitable, it's going to happen. And I said, I don't want to hear it, I don't want to talk about it. Well, it was Old Rugged Cross. We did 4 verses of it. And for Regina, she did Because He Lives. And I sat there and I cried one time hard, but it was because the song meant so much to me. It wasn't that I lost my friend, because my friend has been there all of my life. All of my life.
And who was it said, Mama Lucy, please don't cry.
And there I sat.
And there she went.
There I sat. But you know, with friendship and what we do together, we can get this cookbook done. It's going to take cramming. And I've been trying for 2 weeks, and I finally said I can't do it alone. I have to call y'all in. So each of you are going to have to help me, and we can make this happen.
You were talking about music. Can I say one thing right quick? You were talking about music. Gospel music, we all love gospel music. Sometimes
phenomenal.
Sometimes you don't know what a song or a verse in a song. Sometimes it helps somebody through something when nothing else will.
Right.
You know.
Right.
So.
And you know, the other night I went to see Karen Peck in New River. I'd never seen them live. And when she stepped on stage and they had the footage with Jesus on the cross,
absolutely,
and she sang, what is that song? 4 Days Late.
4 Days Late.
Thought I'd die.
Well, that was
I'm getting cold chills now. But that song,
with the slides that they were showing, it was amazing. You were literally standing there in the village with them when it happened. It was just a phenomenal night for me. It was the first time I had gone out in the widow wagon.
She'd never been in the widow wagon.
Well, I'd been in the widow wagon, but I'd not been on one of those trips. But to listen to that music, but when the Mark Trammell Trio, when he stopped and sang How Great Thou Art, you talk about a song that's taken me through a lot of tough times. That's the song that speaks the most to me. And literally, my heart just lifted with that. It was like he was singing that directly to me, and what that did for me and my friendship with you. I thought about that though, because you've made me, being up here and being away from a lot of friends for a long time,
we became family quickly
in a very big hurry, and you've become very, very, very important in my family's lives. And I enjoy being with you, and I love you dearly, and I respect you, and I laugh, and I cry.
The one thing about her, we're almost too much alike.
We're really a lot alike.
And sometimes I think one day we may lock horns, but I totally respect her, and that's very important. And I said, you know, sometimes I think, yes, she is opinionated. Yes, I am too. Yes. And that's what got us through the times we've gotten through. So, you know, we tell women, be encouraged, be uplifted, and never accept no. Never accept no.
I said today, no. Anybody tells me no, that makes me madder than anything and more determined than ever. And I will find a way.
And we were just talking about backing up a car.
Just
you know, just something as simple as backing up a car.
Right. Oh, we won't go there.
Yeah, I know. Me too. I backed in plenty of ditches.
Now, Charles could back from here to Texas and love it. I look like a snake backing from here to Texas.
But that gives friends like the Clark towing people something to keep them occupied. See, there's a rainbow at the end of it. There's
We don't want your arms and legs, we just want your toes. That's right. Well, y'all, you know, we have a goal, we have a deadline, we've got to get it going. And I think it's going to work. I think before Christmas we can produce this cookbook, and I think it can happen.
I think it's exciting what we can do for Habitat.
It
That
is.
is such an important program.
It is.
So very
It is.
important to this area particularly.
It is.
Like pushing the blizzards at Dairy Queen
Right,
like you did earlier.
And
Helping.
community-oriented, are we? Oh, yes, ma'am. You work with Good Samaritan. I work with Habitat. You work with everything, and you contribute to everything. So if you have the opportunity, don't you think it's important to give back?
I do.
Very much
Yeah,
so.
I think it changes our lives. It makes us better people.
Well, what goes around in
Now, wait a
life
minute.
comes
What-
around.
Now, hush, we got to brag on you a minute. You know, everybody knows how I vote, and we can't talk about it on the air, but everybody knows how I vote. When you worked for President Reagan, I wish you'd have said, Ronald, don't leave here and don't die and leave us.
Well, a lot of us kept saying, you realize, sir, you should be president for life, and he agreed with us. However, you know, it's the Congress that you really have to deal with, and our
We want to
forefathers.
encourage people. They have to get out and vote, and they have to vote their conscience.
Unlike, and I'm going to be really mean right now,
Quick.
unlike this past election day when less than 21% of one county chose their leaders.
Right.
That's a sin.
Yeah, we have to encourage people. Let's get on a bandwagon. Let's get people to vote.
Vote.
So y'all remember to do that. But now, girls, we've got to get back to work on the cookbook. We're going to take another look at some of the older shows. I want you to sit back and enjoy this, and we'll be back to tell you goodbye for today. Hi, folks. Welcome back to Heart of the Home in Pigeon Forge. We have had a great couple of days up here. Just got back from a really
Okay, that one was one of the earliest Heart of the Home we did, the one that we just went to with chicken salad. All of these are on YouTube, so you can just check it out. You can go to Cherie Martin or Cherie Martin 2009 or Cherie Martin Heart of the Home, because we have one that our producer way many years ago set up, and then we have, that has a lot of the older shows in it. And then the one that the guys do now, and then I do little blippets of just Cherie Martin Heart of the Home when I do little things I'm cooking at home and doing stuff like that. So there you go. Please remember October 28th, Ball Ground opening their doors to the Botanical Garden. Bring your children. A free, fun event, spooktacular at the garden. This is on the 28th, and it is 1 to 4 p.m. And Ball Ground Garden Club is right next door to City Hall, 215 Valley Street in Ball Ground. And don't forget the First Baptist Church here in Ellijay on October the 31st. Come and be there. A great, great fall festival with Appalachian Roadshow. That will be such a great concert. And again, this is the fall festival event with family games, food trucks, and a full concert. And the event is from 5:30 until 8. So that is going to be really, really awesome. So be out there and be enjoying it. And it is on Tuesday night, which is Halloween. So where better to spend that holiday than at your church? So you're all invited. Come out and be with us. It's time for me to get out of here. Time for me to go get water out of the well and head on back to Ball Ground, Georgia. I'll see you again soon, only on ETC. Don't YouTube. Check out our channel. Bye, y'all.